Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect 2, trying to defeat the Shadow Broker. I put the difficulty back to hardcore, let's see if this helps any. Oh boy. Now, pretty much the Shadow Broker is like a Weimar mech. The difference is, unlike a Weimar mech, the Shadow Broker does not have rockets. That's a bad thing, because the time that the Weimar mechs spend charging the rockets is a time that is very convenient to attack them.
Singularity deployed. This should slow them down.
Don't waste your biotics, please. Need this guy to get over here. Okay, run now.
Shield dead.
Just use this. Okay. Now, let's see. Can I make Liara actually do something? If I tell her to go here, will that be enough to make her actually useful in this battle? Let's find out.
Right. Stasis field ready.
Okay, how about here?
Understood.
Do be in cover. That. Looks like that's like the edge of where I can order her to move, which is annoying. How about there?
Right. They're under control.
Okay, that helps as well. They're still not firing, come on. Okay, now it's down to the armor. Well, that's one difference, I guess.
Biotics.
Okay, now I can get her back up. And finish off with a stun rifle. Okay, now I need to get there in time. No.
Stasis field ready. Charging biotics.
I was not fast enough, basically. Okay. So at least at this difficulty I should be able to do it. If I am not too far away and I don't get caught up on level geometry.
They're under control. They're under control.
Goodbye, aside.
Okay. Run, 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 run. Okay, in that case, I wonder if I just call Liara here, will that work? Well, okay, that of course won't work. I didn't notice that I was out of shields. Well, that was bad.
Servers can swirl. No one lives here alive.
Taking heavy fire.
Oh. That's not good. That's not according to plan at all. And now I know that I only have to take out the armor and not the health, and that is a very important distinction. Okay, we are getting over here.
I'm on it.
No! Something about this? Yes. Okay, now it's down to armor. Also, now I have stasis also. And I also can put that back up. And in fact, I can also do this. Come on. It would be very bad if... Okay. Started regenerating? He is not, however. Aha! I'm so close, but just not quite there.
Here they come.
What? I think the idea is fine. Need a better execution. I need to put Liara in a place where she can actually fire at the guy. And I also need to be at the edge so that I can run quickly enough. For that matter, does he need to be that far away? I feel like he doesn't really need to be that far away. Hi? In a sense, I mean, I could just try and stun him right here. Okay.
Quick, while he's vulnerable.
Okay, that works.
Freeze. If you can get him to bring up that shield again, I've got an idea.
Well, phase 2 complete, but now we are out of arc projectors. So this might actually not be doable still. Yeah, I don't think it's doable actually. Unless... No. No, 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 no.
Be right there. I'm on the target.
Cerberus can't sit with you now.
What?
Lost shield.
That's rude. This form is supposed to be less strong than the previous one. But looks like it's the same shield, so that doesn't matter.
Stasis field ready.
And I'm out of that. And now he's back with all his shields, because of course he is.
Singularly deployed.
Shield down.
Antibiotics.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea how to deal with this when his shields regenerate. So for now, I'm actually going to lower this even more. Wait, why is this still... what? Huh? Huh? Do I need to resume and then change it? Yes, okay, that explains why there seem to be so little changes. Still, he's not the easiest thing in the world to deal with.
Freeze.
Still, I need to do at least some strategy.
There they are.
And really make sure that, yeah, every load this happens. That is so annoying then. Wow. No, somehow I got one charge of the arc projector back. That's funny. Oh.
Alex. This should work.
Secure my shield!
It's too close. And his shields are back up, of course they are.
You came for nothing.
This should slow it down.
That.
We've got him.
Yes!
Liara, now!
Caution hot indeed.
Shadow Broker, this is Operative Murat. We've had a momentary connection failure. Can you confirm status?
Operative Shora requesting update. Are we still online?
Shadow Broker, I've lost our feed. We're online and awaiting instructions.
Okay.
This is the Shadow Broker. The situation is under control. We experienced a power fluctuation while upgrading hardware. It disrupted communications momentarily.
However, we are now back online. Resume standard procedures.
I want a status report on all operations within the next solar day.
Shadow Broker, out.
Goddess of Oceans. It's you. You... How?
Well, everyone who's ever seen him in person is dead. So,
You're the new Shadow Broker.
Well, it is useful intel, but that still does not seem to fit the profile of, you know, an archaeologist.
Is taking over as the Shadow Broker really a good idea?
it was either that or lose everything. His contacts, his trading sources, those will really help us. With the Shadow Broker's information network, I can give you I can...
I'll check the power systems.
It's over. It's finally... For 2 years.
It's all right.
I spent 2 years mourning you and Farron. And now I've got you both back. Let's see what we've got. No safeguards or user restrictions. It's like he never anticipated anyone but himself being here. And it's all ours.
Security tip number 1, always lock your computer when you're away. It's very convenient that the Shadow Broker didn't do so. For someone who is allegedly a specialist at basically security and security breaches, that doesn't make any sense. But oh well, plot convenience, what can you do?
What kind of information are we talking about?
I'm not sure. I'll need to go through his files. Come back later and I'll try to have something useful for you. All I wanted was to rescue Farron, but is it wrong that part of me wants this?
Yes.
With the Shadow Broker's network, I can help you. Maybe I can turn this operation into something better.
Don't be a stranger this time.
Come by when you have a chance. The doors are always open. Thank you, Shepard, for everything.
Mission complete. Shepard has defeated the Shadow Broker. Eliminate Cerberus information leaks as the Sony takes over. The SR's relationship with Shepard should be watched closely. Oh, Tim. Always worried about Cerberus data. Earned some pointless experience, got heavy pistol damage and damage protection. Some credits. This is actually not true. It's very interesting because so I didn't find all the credits or something. But the point is, it doesn't really matter even if you don't find some credits, because in fact Cerberus funding simply funds the rest of the credits, so that your total is always, I think, 90,000. So this is not really correct. But basically you can miss some credits and be just fine. And got some element 0, some palladium, and that's it from the mission complete screen. However, we actually can now freely move around.
Shepard, it's so good to see you. I've set up a few terminals with information I think you'll find interesting. Take a look.
Welcome back, Shadow Broker.
What's this?
That's the old broker's VI assistant. It's actually been helpful with rebuilding the network.
Please let me know if I can organize anything else for you, Shadow Broker.
It also thinks anyone in the room is the broker. I'll play around with the settings later.
My manual is ready whenever you have a moment.
Yep, even more convenient. The VI assistant thinks anyone is the Shadow Broker, whoever is in the room. Again, no security. Very suspect. Also, this is the info drone. Also nicknamed Glyph. So we're back in the same place that we fought the old Shadow Broker. And we have terminals that we can investigate. Quite a few terminals around here. There's also shutter control. So we can actually see the storm.
Council member's mistress has made some unusual purchases lately. She may be expecting to move to a larger mansion.
Okay. We can see the storm raging outside. And we also have the ship model of the ship. There's some survey information. And there's a research terminal right here. Quite convenient, because I need to research something. Heavy pistol damage 6 out of 6. I have enough palladium. And damage protection 5 out of 5. Also I have enough palladium. Way more than enough palladium. There's an armor locker now. Advanced training, which we can actually now make use of to retrain not just us, but also other squad members. There's a camera drone.
It's nearly time to repurchase effective caste status on Karshan. I have deducted funds to grant you full elite access.
And then there's the dossiers. We will go through those at some point. Can I talk to Liara?
How are you doing, Liara?
I'm a bit overwhelmed, to be honest. The Shadow Broker had more resources than you can imagine. Here, come on over. He had top-level access to the Turian and Asari governments. And more than one Solarian Dalatros traded intel. And now it's ours.
You're not gonna turn into a recluse with creepy information on everyone in the galaxy, are you?
I can understand the temptation. I've got all the secrets of the galaxy at my fingertips. Give me 10 minutes and I could start a war. But I've got a purpose. Helping you stop the Reapers. That will keep me honest. You know, relatively speaking.
If you're in over your head, you could just crash this thing and walk away.
That's just it. In a way, I feel like I belong here. Working on my own, I was always hunting for leads. With the Shadow Broker's resources, it's about organizing, cataloging. I've got everything, Shepard. This is a dream job. Although, the location could be better.
Alright.
Have you found anything useful yet?
The Shadow Broker knew about the Reapers. Perhaps that's why he offered to help prove Saren's guilt to the Council.
He didn't want Saren to succeed.
He also knew that the Collectors were Protheans, repurposed to be Harbinger's puppets. There's even some data on the Protheans. I think he knew what was coming and was looking for a way to survive.
That sounds weird because he was also collaborating with the Collectors. So how does that make any sense?
Why was he still looking at Protheans? They gave us the warning and the conduit at Ilos, but we've used those.
The Shadow Broker seemed to think there was more out there. Perhaps the Protheans had other plans. Or maybe he was just grasping at anything that offered some hope.
Well, that's interesting. There might still be something in store from the Protheans. We won't be encountering any of that in this game anymore, though, but maybe eventually.
How'd you know what the Shadow Broker was?
I didn't. I had no idea what to expect when we finally found him. But I researched pre-spaceflight cultures during some of my Prothean studies. I know a bit about the Yogg. There's more on the terminals if you want to look. They're a fascinating culture, and a terrifying one.
Apparently.
How's Farron doing?
As well as you'd expect. after 2 years of intermittent torture.
You gonna be okay?
I don't know. He wants to work, so I'm letting him help. Maybe it takes his mind off it.
So, you and Farron?
No. He's been through a traumatic ordeal. He's emotionally fragile and needs to heal. He's very grateful to me for saving him. But it would be irresponsible of me to take advantage of that.
Take advantage, you say? Well...
It was good talking with you, Liara. Let me know if you need anything.
I think what I need right now is a friend. I can't leave for too long, but spending all my time on this ship. Maybe next time you come by, I could come up to the Normandy.
Yes, that would be nice, but I still want to look over things in here for now, so...
Sounds good. Next time I come down, it's a date.
I'm looking forward to it.
And in fact, if we go here, Farron is right there. Also, there's a music datapad, quite like in our cabin, except that instead of playing...
An agent has obtained the equipment used to record the General Partonax and Kilix-Tanis duo.
Instead of playing music from Mass Effect, it actually plays music from Mass Effect 2. But it's not nearly as memorable music, so it's like, I don't know.
Shepard, glad you stopped by. We don't get many visitors.
Take it easy. You've been through a lot.
You're probably right. I never did say thanks for the rescue.
Liara never gave up on you, Farron. I just helped.
I'm still amazed Liara came for me. I'll never forget what either of you did.
I can log that in the archives for you, sir.
I see you met the secretary.
Oh, Glyph.
For 2 years, Liara didn't stop looking for you. You two must have been close.
She's a good friend. Better than I deserve.
So... Oddly enough, there doesn't seem to be an option about the history. But let's see, maybe there's some information.
How did you and Liara both end up looking for my body?
Cerberus headhunted me and Liara to steal your body from the Shadow Broker. I was working for the broker at the time, and he's the one who scraped up your remains in the first place.
Okay. Yep, that's exactly what happened. So, that's not the full story, though.
What turned you against the Shadow Broker?
He started working for the Collectors. You weren't their first victim. Was an information trader, not a slaver.
Yeah, basically he was first working for the Shadow Broker. Then the Shadow Broker actually sent him to mislead Liara as to where Shepard's body was. Then he found out that the Shadow Broker was working with the Collectors. Then Cerberus was out recruiting people for their own goals, so he betrayed the Shadow Broker, and yeah, so basically he first betrayed Liara, then the Shadow Broker, and probably if there would be enough time, he would have betrayed Cerberus as well. Great.
How do you think Liara's doing as the new Shadow Broker?
Operations are almost fully recovered after a slight dip in efficiency.
Ever since we repaired the network, Liara's been glued to the archives. I caught her sleeping at her desk more than once. She's busy, but I think she likes it that way.
Looks like you've made a friend.
The drone follows everyone. I don't know why the broker kept it around.
I'm a shell for a specialized data processing VI, custom built to your specifications, Shadow Broker.
It helps coordinate the network's massive information feeds, but it could use a different interface tone.
You deemed my default personality sufficient for your needs, Shadow Broker.
I wish it would stop calling me that.
Alright.
How are you holding up, Farron?
I'll be alright. I wasn't always strapped into that interrogation chair. Drell can mentally escape into old memories. It came in handy on the bad days.
Yeah, we know about that.
How many times did the Shadow Broker hook you up to that contraption?
A lot. It gets fuzzy. He made the guards watch, as an example.
What will you do now that you're a free man?
I want to help Liara rebuild this place. But after that...
Your schedule's getting full, sir. Let me sync it to your Omni tool.
No thanks, I'm fine.
Could all the schedule points for the Shadow Broker even fit on an Omni tool? I don't know.
Take it easy, Farron.
Thanks.
And
As you
there's...
requested, I have acquired the soul name for the leader of the Hanar's Enkindler religion.
There's also a video archive. We will look at that later. For now, however, I still want to look at one particular thing from all the options that we now have. That is... is it the investment opportunities? Let's see. Okay, so we have some investment opportunities. Warning signal. A pirate fleet is massing on the fringes of the Terminus Systems in preparation for a raid on outlying Alliance colonies. Send a tip-off to Admiral Hackett about the upcoming invasion. Bureaucracy in action. The CERTA Foundation can't start tests on a promising new antibiotic because of accidentally misfiled paperwork. Use your contacts to help them cut through the red tape so they can begin clinical trials. Smear campaign. A corrupt politician is trying to levy heavy taxes on all Earth-manufactured goods coming into his system in exchange for kickbacks from local businesses. Ruin the politician's reputation with a smear campaign so that his proposal doesn't pass. Just reward. Eclipse mercenaries have secretly set up a red sand production facility on the planet Cuervo. Tip off the planetary authorities about the facility in exchange for half of the credits seized during their raid. That's interesting. I don't recall what exactly these do. I will probably try some of them, but I also need to be mindful of the credits that I have. The dossiers are interesting to read, however, there is also... information... Oh. Here you can also buy mining companies, and you get the location of planets rich with a particular mineral. It's not terribly useful, at least for 100%. But yes, this is what I wanted. The delivery pickup. There are some shipments that the Shadow Broker can get. One of them that is available right now is SMG technology. Batarian State Arms has sent a schematic for modifying the SMG in exchange for help in blackmailing Citadel officials. Great. And also 2,500 palladium. The Money Laundering Recycling Center has sent palladium salvaged from old armor and cybernetics. Receive all shipments exit? Yes. This allows us to get research that we would otherwise not be able to get. And it's not, even though it might look like it, it's not a one-time thing. It is in fact the same way as gambling on Tuchanka works. You can only do it once per visit and once per mission, basically. If you try to do it more often, there's just nothing, but if you do come back after each mission, you can actually get more and more upgrades. So submachine gun damage 6 out of 6 is pretty useful in this case. So yes, that's the gist of what we're getting here. And next time I will go through the rest of the items in here and give a bit of my opinion about the whole DLC. But that is for later. See you all then.